It's the fire drills and single family rentals, and that's what Lessen takes care of for us. John McDonald, Senior Vice President for 2nd Avenue. A little bit on 2nd Avenue, single family rental is what we manage as far as property management. We operate in about 22 markets across the United States, manage about 6,000 homes. So day looks very different now. It's more strategic, with having the work orders in Lessen, be able to track where they're at in the process, and really the overall spend behind the work orders just makes our life so much easier. Then it also gives us the history of these homes, which is so important in the single family rental industry. Knowing what was done and then seeing what was completed with photos and everything else really makes our lives easier. Last year was a great example of how we expanded with the partnership with Lessen. We entered 9 new markets within 30 days. We couldn't have stood those markets up on our own. We've consistently been high achievers on the 5-point rating scale, at 4.7 and above. That tells us everything we need to know, because happy residents will stay in our homes, continue to lease up. It's probably the most important thing we look at. And also the first time fix rate. If somebody takes time off from work to have a work order fixed, it needs to be done right the first time. The escalated work orders, the emergency situations, having to coordinate the vendors and schedule makes our lives a lot easier. And especially in things like Florida, when we have natural disasters, having that support, with after hours emergency call center, we couldn't have got through it the last couple of years without. It's truly a relationship and partnership. What used to take us 2 hours to put the work order history together is done immediately by AI. And just the process of entering our work order has changed. It takes probably less than half the time it used to, which is more productivity for our team. It eliminates the fire drills day to day, so I can actually spend more time with my team developing them, looking at the data to make good decisions and strategic outcomes for our company. Without them, I think we'd be chasing a lot of fires all day long. The key is Lessen is doing that for us.